It's Brickhead Boy. We have Tank here from Woma. Oh, look at that. The turret turns 360. That's so awesome. And it comes with a Jeep.
Where did she go? Okay, why not keep using the bathroom in here? Are you gonna eat your singkamas?
Which one?
Arima?
Are we going to eat what?
Amandos, Aman. Mga na?
So here's the finished set. First off, here's extra pieces. You got a brick separator. For accessories, you have 5 weapons, 1 ammo box, 2 binoculars, and a walkie-talkie with your 4 minifigures. You have pieces that make up sandbags, 1 little small vehicle, and your tank. Your instruction booklet. Joblex. Turn it over. Let's just say, every style's fully wonderful. Streamlined body, work design. That's so brilliant. So here's your 6 weapons. And let's start with the minifigures. So here we have 3 torsos that are identical and 1 with no print. And 2 with the same helmet, 2 with different body armor. These come with hollow heads, just like the back of their legs, hollow. And here you have 6 sandbag pieces. Now moving on to the smaller vehicle. So here we have what appears to be some type of Jeep or off-road vehicle. What I think is funny is the lights are red in the front and in the back they're yellow. So it's supposed to be the opposite, but that's how the model is. And even though there's a chair, your minifig doesn't really sit down, he has to stand. Because if he sits down, there's no stud holding him and he doesn't really fit. So this guy has to drive improperly. Next up we have the tank. Now, this is one big beast. So let's start with the details. You have your headlights here, your rear lights, your engine, some more external detail. And all these are not stickers, they're actually printed brick, which is really nice. So these minifigures, they just float in midair. They don't even touch the ground. Now, in order to open the front hatch, you have to turn the turret sideways. and you have access here. It's pretty much a storage compartment. Now let's move on with the flaws here. The tank threads don't really roll so well. You have to push hard and let them roll, simply because they use this piece here. This is a connector pin that uses a lot of friction, so it's not meant for wheels. And I don't know why they use this one. I guess that's the only inventory they have. So the wheels are very stiff. And as I was building this, you saw that big flaw, which was I had to improvise the stud to one stud shorter because the tank threads were just way too small for this model. Though these are good quality rubber tracks, I decided to just change the stud to one short, so it works out pretty well. Now I wanted to bring up something about the tank because it's very familiar, and I'll show you what I mean. Now personally for me, I think that this tank was very much inspired by this here. Mega Blox Pro Builder Leopard 2 tank. Though they don't look alike, they pretty much have the same functions where this opens up. So that's what I think. It was pretty much inspired from this model to create that. And just like I said before, this is one beast of a model compared to this one here. This is more of a watered down version of this beast. So if you guys don't know what this is, this came out probably in 2011 from Super Blox, Crazy Arts. Their initial builds are so identical, it's just when you get halfway through, there's a lot of differences, but the beginning stages are just pretty much identical. So I'm not sure what came out first, this tank here or this tank, but from my observation, Crazy Arts supplier is probably Woma at the time. So I mean, the block quality to me is identical. Minifigures are identical. They both have the same hollow heads, same molds. The only difference are the rubber tracks. And the Super Blox has stickers as opposed to printed brick, but they do bear the same number, 5664. Little difference here is there's an A there and we have a W here. So Super Blox and Woma Jubilix. I guess you call that a tank alliance. Now overall, I enjoyed the build on the set. It reminded me of the Super Blox tank. There were some parts in the instruction booklet where it was hard to tell what colors to use, so that was the confusing part. And like I showed you the flaw with the rubber threads, that was a very big flaw. Overall, I do like this set a lot, even though I think it's oversized for being in minifig scale, but I still enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. And speaking of threads or tracks, this one fell apart in 3 different places, so guess what? I had to staple it. So they're whole again with stitches.